Hello, Sweet Home, Arizona. Thought I'd give you a few visuals before I blather. It's just helicopters and airplanes and people all over the place. Yeah, I don't really like tourism, or I mean, not that I don't like tourism, because I'm a tourist. Here, let's back up. I'm a tourist, right? But I'm about to go on a road trip, but like right now, not really, it's probably tonight, but I drove out to the Santa Monica Pier to get started, and another video I'm going to post. I actually recorded it before this one, but I'm going to post this one first. I went to another very iconic landmark. If you're going on a road trip and you come to LA, there's a couple places you probably have on your list. Santa Monica Pier may be one of them. Seems like tourists from all over the world want to end up here. There's another iconic, probably the most iconic symbol when you think about America or Los Angeles. I got as close to it as is legally possible earlier. I'll post it after this one, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. I'm teasing you. But the road trip is on. It's happening. I don't know how long it's going to be. It's open-ended. I mean, I know I've been saying this, teasing this. Is it even going to happen? I got most of my honey-do list done, and I've had the conversation. So it's going to happen. Also reflecting on the symposium, the Lindell thing, it was exactly what I expected. It was just a lot of empty air, or kind of hot air, maybe. It was a political rally combined with some potentially damning data, right? Helicopter. So I believe God is in control. So it happened the way it happened for a reason. And here's an example that I like to use. If you go take a history class of Western civilization, or ancient history, you'll have your secular version of things, and the Hebrews might be mentioned, right? The children of Israel may be mentioned, and that's your secular humanist point of view on what's important to for your growing children in the Western culture to learn. And there's important stuff to learn. I've become a huge proponent of learning history because it's a record of what God has been doing. If for no other reason, if you're not paying attention to history, you just don't know. You just don't know how God works. So secular universities and schools focus on all this other stuff, but when you read the Bible, you're focusing on what God cares about the most, like what really matters in history. Like this is God going, all right, I'm going to show up. I'm going to pick this guy, these people, Abraham. I'm going to pick him. I'm going to reveal myself through his lineage. I'm going to speak to him. I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to do miracles and blow his mind. And anybody who pays attention to him and his offspring will know what's going on in history. Will know what God cares about, or what God's doing in history. I mean, God's doing it all, but there's a specific, special revelation plan. All right, and so none of the news is reporting on the investigations. None of the news that I am aware of gave a single mention of what Lindell did yesterday, the day before, and the day before that. In 3 days in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. But I think God is paying attention. Of course God is paying attention, but I think we who are paying attention to those things have a clearer picture of what God is doing. And I don't mean some prophet said this, some prophet said that. It's like, I don't listen to any of that. Sorry. I don't listen to there are two presidents. I don't. It's just not. It's not. I don't have the bandwidth. I don't need to focus on that kind of stuff because I am doing what God wants me to do, and I believe that by paying attention to this stuff, we will be better equipped than most to anticipate what's coming and know what to do. Not just, what is it? There's an expression, there's two kinds of people. Those that, three kinds of people. See if I can even get this. There's three kinds of people. Those that watch things happen, those that wonder what's happening, and those that make things happen. That's not it. It's something like that. But just watch it. Don't be a wanderer, like, what's going on? Why is this happening? And I think if you're watching this, and if you're reading the Gateway Pundit, if you're, I mean, even Tucker Carlson and you know, and in right conservative media in general, you've got a better idea of what's actually going on in the world. And then there's this whole cross section, a huge majority of the planet that have no idea. You know, they're following some narrative that somebody is, you know, somebody has the waving the magic wand and deciding what people should believe, and I've been enjoying this YouTube journey, and I'm about to enjoy a journey across America. I have plotted out the locations, so here's what I know is going to happen. Well, right? I don't know what's going to happen. I could get in my car and get run over, and none of it will happen. But here's what's going to happen. Tonight or tomorrow morning, I'm driving north in Northern California, hitting a couple spots, and then the following day, so I may spend all of tomorrow in California. And the following morning, the plan is to drive to Utah through Nevada. And I have a friend in Salt Lake City. I haven't even reached out to him yet. We'll see. I'll see if I can get a hold of him and have a stop there in Salt Lake City, Utah. And then spend that, like, drive the day, spend the night there, and then the next morning hit the road to Colorado. I have like two people. I mean, my dad's in Colorado. I have another person in Colorado that I'm going to reach out to. I have his contact information, and spend maybe a couple days in Colorado. So from Utah to Colorado, I don't know, maybe 2-3 days in Colorado. I'm not sure. From Colorado, I'm going to swing up to Lincoln, Nebraska. There's one of you out there that knows, right, that I'm going to come visit you. Well, you don't know that I'm going to come visit you. You just said come visit me, and I'm telling you now, if you're watching this, I'm coming to visit you. You invited me, I'm coming to visit you. All right, it's Lincoln, Nebraska. Then, from Lincoln, Nebraska, heading to Minnesota. There, that's as much as I know. I've plotted out some more. I don't know if it's going to go that far, but Minnesota. I'm not going to even say the other places. I may have mentioned them in the past, but there's a couple other spots I really want to go to. I got friends in some of these places, and some of you in some of these places. We'll see. All right, there, that's it. All right, time to go. I got one more thing on the honey-do list before I hit the road tonight. I'm going to go, actually, 3 more things on the honey-do list. One main thing, and then I got a couple new ones this morning. Go hit those. Hit the road. Love you guys. Woo!